Good day, puppy lovers. Today I have Laika with me. Laika has some beautiful grass stains on those little paws of hers. So I'm going to put her in the tub, give her 2 shampoos, 2 facials, and then we will proceed with the groom. The way I do this is I will fast forward the video till I hit a snag, till I hit a complication, and then I will stop, put the video to normal speed, and then I will talk about the process, what I'm doing. So I hope that you enjoy this type of video, and yeah, we'll get Laika all cleaned up. Look at her all relaxed. Yeah, relaxed, but you're shaking a bit. All right, bath time. All right, so Laika had her bath, and now I'm going to clean out her eyes, her ears, check her bum area for any debris, and let's get grooming. So here I've come across a mat here where I'm going to take my thinning shears and my slicker brush, and I'm going to try to comb it out. If it combs out, fine. Brushes out, fine. And it did. And when they don't brush out, I use my thinners. So it seems like it brushed out okay. Just got my scissors ready just in case. So I have another mat here. Poodles tend to have these little mats around their ears. I'm going to brush that out. I'm just holding it at the base of the hair here, right at the base where the hair meets the skin, and I'm just holding it and brushing that out. So I'm not pulling on her skin whatsoever. Got that done, there. So I think she might be okay. So we're going to get her dry and move on from there. So Leica does not like her face dried. Never a fun situation for the puppy. So I'm gonna I'm gonna show you guys how I finished drying her face. There are two different things I could use. I could use this. Oops, there's a little bit of hair stuck there. I could use this dryer, which is not as loud, so we're gonna go with this one. I also have my normal hand dryer, hair dryer, that we use. So we're gonna go with this one. Let's see what she says about this one. I think I've used this on her. I don't know if she's seen this before. I don't think so. Have you seen this one before? It's a new one. It's not as loud as the other dryer. So we're gonna try this dryer on her. I really like this dryer because it's quiet. And there's warm air, so when you're doing ears, it really straightens out those ears, especially for these types of coats, curly coats. Watch how nice and straight it'll come out. Well, she's got some hair coming out there. See? Hang on, honey. You gotta finish your ear. But it is longer to do, of course. It's longer to dry with this, but the dog is not in any distress. Depending on the dog. Some dogs don't even want this dryer, so. But Leica seems to be doing okay with it. This is straight. The inside, there's some knotting going on. So a while ago when I was drying her with the other dryer, of course she cries a bit, she pulls away. She's kind of pulling a bit right now too. So I'm going to get the curls out on her head also, as best as I can. As I said, these dryers are a lot longer to use than the force dryer. But I like the result. It gives for a nice fluffy coat. See that with that fluff? So honey, we can do the other side. Grab her by the leg here, do the other side. So I'm not yanking it. You don't yank it out. I pull and pull up. I don't want to be tugging on like really hard on their ears, so I kind of pull up right before the resistance. So just right before the resistance, I'll pull up. The shape is still a bit stocky, I find. If I had small hands, it would probably be a little harder. Yeah. Take some of this hair out. Ooh. Look at that. Some dead hair in there and knots and whatnot. So yeah, it's best to take your time and do a good job. And I mentioned this, and I will always mention it, I am a pet groomer, not a competitive groomer. There's a difference. I just care for a family pet. Okay, so we have under here that I'm going to try to do, just let me. On the side here, hold her muzzle, like that, around lightly, just so that I can work on this. I don't want her jerking around and catching her eye with one of these spokes, right? One of these pins. Okay, let's try the other side. Holding her muzzle so she doesn't turn her head. If there's a tug, pull it way up and away. After a few passes, you should get through those little knots. You don't want to get her eye. Get behind her ear here. So we do the best we can, right? So I'll stop it for a moment, and I want to show you here. She has all of these little black. Let me get you in closer. Can you show me those little black things here? See all of that? That's, you know, debris, maybe food or whatnot. I don't want to brush that out because that's like a knot. So what I'm going to do is I'll come in with the little scissors and I'm just going to get rid of them like that. Just get rid of those yuckies. Like that, like that, like that. There. But, you know, you don't want to brush too much around here. They're always knotted around the mouth like that. So I'll go in. She's got some debris under here, some food caught out, some knotting. I'm just going to cut that out. She might have a hole there now, but no, this is going to be on top. It won't show. So under here, so I'm just poking in and pulling up, poke in and pull up, poke in and pull up. Yeah, I know. We got it. We got it. So I don't know if she's going to let me dry this. Just some more of that. The black stuff. Just going to try to get right on the side of her lip there. Get that out. And here too. There. Do the other side. Comb the other side. So we just comb. So if there's resistance, I pull up and away and I just poke into it. Eventually it'll come out, but at least I'm not pulling down. She's letting me hold her chinny chin chin. Now, sometimes I'll come in with the slicker brush also and just do a few passes, see what she says. See what the dog will say. And did that work? It worked. Hold her the front. Neck. There. So no more yuckies. No more yuckies. So I'm going to try to continue drying her as I was doing. I don't know if she's going to let me do it around her mouth. If not, well, you let it dry on its own. Hold your muzzle here at the top. You go slowly because those pins, they're protected so they don't hurt as much as a slicker brush, but it still has those little pokey things there, so of course she wouldn't like that. Let's try to fluff up her feet here. Oh, I'm sorry. A little snag there. No, you don't want this. So the rest is going to dry on its own. I'm anxious because I'm going to get another dryer where I can have hands-free and do this work. So we'll let that dry on its own. We'll let that dry on its own. Okay? I'll stop. Oops, sorry. I'll stop bugging her. Stop bugging you. Alright. Put this back away. And let's get on with the groom. So I'm going to brush her. And just one brushing. Brush. Now we start out in the back. And I'm gonna do some line brushing, which just means I'm gonna hold her hair down and I'm gonna lightly go up and then just go down the leg like that. And I'm brushing in a line. Hang on. I need to do some line brushing on a little puppy like you. No, she doesn't really want to. Okay, okay, you're good. You're okay, honey. It's important to get all of this brushed out, because once I come in with my adjustment comb and the clipper, we don't want any knots in there. All right, put this back on. So I am not brushing on her skin. You just put the brush down and pull up and away from the skin. Because if you brush on the skin, you will cause definite brush burn. And holding the brush the right way helps. So if you're holding your brush, there's a little divot in here. See that? Your thumb goes there. So holding your brush like this, the paddle like that, and you're brushing up. I just want to see if my work is well done, if she lets me. And let's move on with the video. Okay, so I've come across this little knot here under her arm. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hold her arm. My finger here is behind, and I'm going to hold that knot. She doesn't want me to do it. I'm not hurting her. I'm on my finger. So she just doesn't want me to hold her leg. So she may struggle, but I just want to comb this out lightly. You never want to yank that out. I'm not under her arm, because under her arm I'm going to shave. But here, just a little bit of this here. That's on her leg in the back, right where her elbow is. Yeah, honey. See, I'm gonna turn around and show you what I mean. It's right there. Now we got it out. Let's see this knot here. Ah, I got it. Anyhow, I'm going to come in later and I'm going to shake that up. All right, so this is a real true knot. That I'm not going to be working this one with the brush. It's really big. So I'm going to hold at the base here, the base where her skin and her hair meets. And I'm going to grab my thinners here, aggressive thinners, and I'm going to come in and cut this one out. Using these won't be as choppy as if you'd use a normal pair of scissors. And we come into here. Often that'll happen, they'll have knots over here. They don't like being brushed here. So we got to try to work the best we can. Either work your comb and try to get those knots out, but always hold the base. Always hold the base. These knots are okay. They don't need to be cut. And you know you need to cut them when you know there's too much of a struggle. Okay, you don't want to struggle with that knot. So if you're struggling with a knot, cut it. You know, with experience, I get, you know, we get to know what to do, like really quick. Like I'll recognize the knots that need to be cut right away. This one I know I can brush it out. There. See, there's always knots going on in here. All right, that's pretty much done. My work is pretty much done. I gotta do her head. Hang on, honey, hang on. You see here, it's done. I'm gonna do her head and move on with the groom. Alright, so I'm going to be using the Andis 10 comb, 10 millimeter. So that is the tube, purple tube. So we're going shorter. She usually gets a 13, but now it's summertime, so Mom wants to go just a little tiny bit shorter. So we're going to try a 10 on her today. Her head gets a 19 millimeter, therefore that means it is a purple Andis A. I'm not used to these yet. I had another set. So we're going to do her head with a 19 millimeter. So here I am cleaning out her little area here for her to be able to make her pee-pees. Sometimes I do use the clipper, but in general, I like to use scissors and so we're creating this box here. Same thing underneath. We have some knotting. I will cut through the knots. I'll hold her tail straight up, cut through the knots. Puppies definitely don't like being brushed around the tail area. So I'll try to cut most of it off. That'll help brush it out. There you go. And so now that I made a nice square tail, I gotta come up all around here. See, I got all this out under here. I'm gonna do the same thing on the top, all around. So now that we have a boxy tail, that's when I'm gonna come around with my thinners, finishing thinners, whatever, and just cut off all those corners. You know, it was a box, so we're gonna cut the corners out there, cut the corner out here, on the side here, just the edge. Come and create a nice round circle here, going around my thumb, because her tail's behind my thumb. And I'm also going to come and even this out because this is longer here and shorter there. So I'm going to try to just even that out so that it's equal together, like that. And see what's going on under here. Everything seems fine. Just round it out, eye it. Gotta eyeball it. That seems not so bad, not too shabby. Of course, at the end of the groom, I always go around to see if there's any sticky outies and stuff. So let's move on to her head. Alright, so here I'm going to try to, she's got all these hairs going in her mouth. I like to bring that lip back up, put my finger behind it, press on her teeth, be sure she doesn't slip that tongue. Same thing on this side. Some dogs will fight me a lot with this. You could shave it if you want also, but you know, I do it that way. So Mia, see how square that is? I cut some off, but Mia's always, this is always wet. This is always wet. She's always licking, so it stays wet. See? She's always licking. So even if I dry and dry and dry, she'll just wet it back. So you just try to do your best to equal that out, because that'll never fluff up. Never, never fluff up. Oh, wrong scissors. So I went a little shorter on her face today because, yeah, her body's shorter too. Hang on, hang on. So we're gonna do shorter. So I'm gonna continue her face. Trying to take a picture. Honey. All right. So I guess that's it. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna go fix the sticky outies now. Talk to you soon.